This is Avinash Sharma, and in this session, we will discuss the local variables and the global variable in the R programming language. What is a variable? Variable is a memory location. When you create or declare a variable, assign some value, so it occupies some space in the memory of the computer. As you can see, we have a variable that is the a equal to 10. So a equal to 10 takes some space in the memory of the computer, and this memory has its own unique memory location address. So when you refer the variable, actually you refer the memory location address of that variable. Each and every variable has its own memory location address. Protocol for the naming convention. It means when you declare the variable, so what are the protocol for declaring or for getting the name of the variables? There are some rules. First of all, the name of the variable may contain the numbers, underscore, letters, and dot. But the variable name means should not start with a number, or we can say the first letter of the name of the variable should not start with the number or underscore or dot. It means number, dot, underscore. These three characters cannot be used as a first letter for the variable declaration. And there are some keywords, or we can say reserve words. So you cannot use those reserve words or keywords for declaring the variable name, as NA, null, NaN, true or false, INF, if, else, repeat. There are so many keywords and reserve words in the library of the R programming language. Now we check the variables, global and the local. The global variables, the variables which are declared outside of the function body, are the global variable and can be accessed anywhere in any function or outside of the function. And the local variable, these variables are declared inside the body of the function, and the scope, or we can say the lifetime of the local variable, stay only within the body of the function. Once the execution of the function finish, then all the local variables are automatically removed and the memory is cleaned. So we check G city. G for global. This is just for the example. It's a like a naming convention. G for global. So it's a variable that is a global. G city equal to say Delhi. And now F1. We create a function. Function on calling and print G city. This is the function one, and this is the body. In the body of the function, we have the two statement, that is the print f1 calling, and then second statement we are printing the value of the global variable, that the G city. Now we call this function say f1, and we check the result. So you can see the f1 calling and the value of the G city is the Delhi. This global variable has been declared outside of the function, and now we can access this function outside or inside of the function. If you like say print and outside of body, then print GCT. Now we check again. So you can see inside the function and outside the function we can access the global variable. Now suppose we declare the variable inside the body of the function. L फिर say local variable, and then say India. because this variable has been declared within the body or inside the function. So this function can be accessed only within the body of this function. Now, this variable can be accessed only within the body or inside of this function. Say print city, then print L country. Now we check this one. So F1 calling, then Delhi and India. Now if I try to say print, then L country here. So we check now. We have an error. The country object L country not found because this L country is a local variable and we are accessing this local variable outside of this function F1, and so local variable cannot be accessed outside the variable. But sometimes there is a requirement, then we can convert the local variable into the global variable. So for that purpose we can use double operator like that. This is called the super declaration. If you do this one, then L country now becomes the global variable. Once this function executes, after execution of this function, this variable will be as a global variable. Now, again, if I execute this, then what happens? Still, I have an error that L country not found. Even I converted this local variable into global variable, but I cannot access. Reason? First of all, print statement, then print L country. So before calling this function, I'm accessing this L country. So first of all, this function should be called so that this line gets executed. So we change the sequence. Now, before printing the value of the L country, this function called. In this function, then this function, this statement will convert this local variable into global variable. After this, then we can access this country. Now, we check this one. This is fine now. Country India. So this is how we can convert a local variable into a global variable. What the question is, which variable should be given to preference? Global variable or the local variable? So the best practice suggests that the local variable should be given the preference, because when you declare the local variable and the life of the local variable is only within the body of the function. Once the execution of the function finishes, then all the local variables are removed from the memory and the memory is clean. But the global variable stay till the session is going on. So guys, this was all about the difference between the local variable and the global variable in R programming language. Thanks for watching the video. Please like the video and subscribe the channel.